This is the nation's coolest Cool 90.
Home.
Okay, but we thank you for the support you've given us over the years, and we are here naturally to support you as you commemorate 60 years in the music business. When you,
Right.
at the outset, did you have any sense of the longevity you would have had in music?
Not a vision. Never ever. I had no vision of even being here 6 years after.
Ah,
You know.
well, but you have certainly put a lot into the music business, and no doubt a lot has been gained from embarking on such a journey. What is something that has stayed with you over the years? Give us a highlight.
Well, for me, being in the music, the journey for me was like going to a university and graduating. That's how I feel because the experience that I've had over the years and the different decades, collaborating with 50 artists over the journey, it has been something that I can't find the adjective to describe, but it's just one beautiful experience for me,
Mm.
you know? So I just sit here today looking back on my journey and not even thinking about the bumps and the turbulence I've gone through because to be here after 60 years is the most beautiful feeling that I can ever imagine. It's just priceless,
Mm.
you know?
People often remark about your vigor. What keeps you so energized and youthful and in love with the music? Because you're ageless.
I don't know about that, but
It
you
is
know, you
true.
see the music is life. And as I said oftentimes, no matter what's happening in my life, music does something else. It alleviates any negativity, anything that is making me feel down and out. Even, for example, no matter what's happening to me, and I'm backstage before I go on stage, and I'm so sad, once I walk on that stage, that energy that I get from my audience, it lifts me immediately. I'm totally rejuvenated. So the music is like, for me, magic. It's life. You know, it's everything. I just look forward to, I get my strength and my rejuvenation when I'm in contact with my audience, you know, especially when it's intimate. I just feel that love and that energy and that positive vibration. That is what music is to me, and I embrace every moment because I have no doubt that I honestly believe that I'm on a mission, you know, through the medium of music to send messages to the world, to the four corners, to educate, uplift, to teach, you know, everything that's positive. So I am truly thankful.
You have a concert that is pretty much on everyone's lips right now because everybody wants to attend. I caught an interview with you this past weekend, or it was toward the end of last week, where you were saying it's going to be a concert with a difference. I believe it was Friday. And it's going to be a concert with a difference. Give us an idea of the friends that you have who will be joining you. Give us the date, the time, the venue for this
Okay?
extravaganza.
Okay, well, I have collaborated with 50 artists, but I could not have had 50 of them on this particular concert. But the reason why it's going to be different, I am doing this journey all over again from the decade of the 60s coming up until now. And I've shared my journey with so many different people. Bob Andy, incidentally, Bob Andy's birthday was yesterday.
Yes.
And I've shared my journey, a major part of my journey, with the two Bobs, Bob Andy and Bob Marley. You know, so that alone shows me that all of this is much deeper than what I am looking at on the surface. So this concert, we have a few of my friends, you know, people like Shaggy, Tanya Stevens, Busy Signal, Cutty Ranks, Dwayne Stevenson, Rush Shiloh, and on the female side, we have Tessa and Chin, Brick and Lace, Nadine Sutherland, Elaine, and these are some young sisters that is always, you know, speaking of how much I have inspired them over the years. And I am so happy when I look in the business today and see that it's no longer male-dominated. So it's a highlight on this particular show with myself and these sisters with a presentation. And everything is totally different. The concept of the show is entirely different. You'd have to be there to experience what we have in store. And of course, I am inviting all my fans, which have now become my family, to be there to do this journey with me all over again.
What's the date and time?
There's no way they cannot come when the journey has started. We have to start the journey somewhere, and it begins in the decade of the 60s. So as the curtain opens, I enter the stage, and I continue the journey from the beginning right up with all my friends in the different decades that we collaborated. And it's just one beautiful experience that I don't think no one should miss.
The date and time of the concert and the venue.
The venue is Hope Gardens on Palm Avenue, and the date is November 3.
Okay.
November 3rd. And I forget to mention that the icing on the cake on this particular concert is a surprise guest artist that we have.
Okay.
And we're not allowed to even mention it, but, you know, it's some pleasant surprises and a musical upliftment for each and every one, from kindergarten to the home for the age.
Beautiful. All right. So we want to thank you for joining us this morning on Cool 97. And we can well appreciate the fact that the concert date is fast approaching. You're in demand for the interviews. We want to thank you for having spent time with us this morning on Cool 97 FM. And yes, we did our little tribute to Bob Andy this morning from 6:30 up to our first Cool Flight Pack.
Beautiful.
He will never be forgotten on this station.
We'll just continue to keep the fire burning musically.
Thank you. We're going to a commercial break right now, and we look forward to seeing you at the concert. And
Same
Mikey
here.
T.
Thank you so much.
Mikey T is over here saying to tell you hi. Mikey T.
Oh, that's my family. Yeah.
Okay, Mikey.
Happy family. Much love and blessing.
Bless you too. Take care. All right, so this is the nation's coolest, Cool 97 FM, and we just have to share with you, kickstart your renovation projects at Home and Things. Choose from the best tiles, bathroom fixtures, faucets, windows, doors, and lighting to make your space more functional and beautiful. Find everything you need within your budget at Home and Things. Old Hope Road or Constant Spring Road today. Jamaica builds with Home and Things. The time by Home and Things is 7:32 a.m.
Creativity is intelligence having fun. A cool message from Albert Einstein.
Did you know big things are happening in Jamaica? Here's what you need to know. 100 new buses were recently delivered and added to the current fleet. But these aren't your regular buses. They run on compressed natural gas, or CNG, not diesel. CNG is a cleaner, cheaper fuel than diesel, which means that it's better for the environment and the air quality in our urban areas. The engines in CNG buses are quieter than traditional diesel, and they come with fewer moving parts, which reduces maintenance costs and prolongs engine life. They require specialized
segment, we once again have to say welcome to you to another program, and we go from 7 until 9. This segment of Live Tuesdays brought to you by our kind sponsor, Alcavita Alkaline Drinking Water. Improve your water, improve your health. It's bottled by Health Creation Industries, White Marl, St. Catherine. Telephone 876-649-0386. And our guest this morning for this particular segment is Timoya Gordon, a 14-year-old student at the Immaculate Conception High School. She is among the Poetry Society of Jamaica's featured guests this evening at their October poet. How did you get into the love of poetry? How did you?
Okay, so usually I would find it incredibly hard to talk about whatever was bothering me, or even if there was nothing necessarily bothering me, I wouldn't talk as much what I was feeling. But I found it easier to write and put that my feelings, my emotions into poetry, and I guess that's really how it came about.
Oh, okay. So how many years now have you been writing? And I'm going to add the word professionally.
Wow, okay. That's from, I was in grade 2, I would say, and I'm in grade 10 now. So how much years is that?
That's 8.
That's 8 years. Right.
Really? Have you won any awards?
I have, actually. It was last year, October, that the Jamaica Debating Commission, they had a talent week in light of Debating Week, and I would have won the award for poetry at that competition.
Remarkable. Have you ever considered JCDC?
I have. I actually did submit a submission, I would say 2 months ago. So,
So
I'm waiting to see where that goes.
okay, so we'll be cheering you on. Yeah, so when you win, we'll say, yeah, she was our guest. We have a heritage to uphold here at Cool 97. People come here, win awards, big awards, even Grammys. Yes, you better believe it. We had coffee here. Okay, so yeah, that's somebody you'd identify with. Okay, so Tommy Ricketts, come a little closer for me. Before we get Timoya to perform for us, let us hear about what is planned for this evening. So, how long has the Poetry Society of Jamaica been around? And what's its focus?
We've been around for 35 years. We celebrated our 35th. And tonight's event, which is entitled Generation Next, is a celebration of the emerging voices, the younger voices like the high school voices. And I mean, I'm here to kind of support Tamoya. So I want to hear more from her, and then you can talk to me afterwards.
Nice cop out. Okay. So tell us, okay, so Timoya, the stage is definitely yours this morning. So you're going to be performing for us, but you'll also be performing this evening. How many poems are you going to present this morning and later today?
Okay, so this morning I should be presenting 2 poems, and this evening I'm set to perform only 3.
Only 3.
Only
Okay.
3.
Now, why is writing so important to you? And how has the love of poetry and your expression of yourself through words in form of poems, how has that helped you in, say, literature class, English language class? How have you managed to tie it all together?
I think when you allow yourself to fully express whatever you're feeling, even if it's something simple, something casual, not necessarily professional setting, it still does help me, especially as you mentioned, literature class. Whenever it is that I have to write a poem, I already, I guess, kind of have an idea of where exactly I'm going to go. I'm used to the setting of writing. I'm used to using metaphors and puns to kind of bring out what exactly I'm feeling. And so it does come in very handy whenever it is that I'm given like a classwork at school or just something graded. People would know, okay, I can do this.
Okay. How would you encourage others to get on? Because you realize you could literally segue in terms of your professionalism from being a poet to a songwriter.
Right.
So how would you encourage others to get on board in using poetry to express themselves? If they're feeling down, if they're feeling happy, if they're angry, the stage is yours. How do you encourage others, your age group and older?
Okay, so I personally encourage others with my own little, I guess, memorandum of what exactly I'm doing, which is just right. I mean, we have this idea that poetry has to rhyme sometimes, but honestly, it does not. Poetry is, in my opinion, it's like a song. You just write, and you just write what you're feeling, and it's identified with you, and it's basically just, I guess, would give the idea of what you are about. So even if it doesn't rhyme, even if it doesn't sound how you want it to sound just yet, just keep writing.
Okay. Words of encouragement right there for others who need to take up writing in order to find an avenue to express themselves. All right, Tommy, back to you.
Me?
Yes, you. Let us just wind up and then we'll give her a chance to do her poem. All right, so tell us. So tonight you have young poets being featured, and it's important in the broader context of the arts. So give us an idea of where this will be and what time, who will appear as well.
It's at the Edna Manley College for the Visual and Performing Arts in the amphitheater.
Okay.
And we're hoping to have students, the guy who organizes all of this can tell us all the list of students, but we're hoping to have students from a few high schools passing through as guests. But Tamaya is the featured guest, and she's possibly going to be hosting that segment where we're bringing on the high schools.
Okay. Is there an admission cost?
No, it's totally free.
Totally free. What time does it begin?
7 o'clock.
Okay. All right. So
I
thank you.
must say that Tamoya has been kind of making an impression on us because she has been coming every month. We have the session last Tuesdays each month, and she has been coming every month now for like about close to 2 years.
Wow.
And, you know, sometimes other students from Immaculate come by with her. And, well, I'm a big fan of Immaculate and their program up there, so we're happy to have Tamoya. We're happy. I'm eager to kind of hear her poems this morning.
Okay. All right. So we're going to give you the microphone, and we're going to invite you to present your 2 poems. In 1 second, though, let me just present this time signal, and then we go to you. All right? So you can breathe easy right now, and here we go now. I tell you, Curves sanitary napkins, cotton soft, super absorbent, and breathable, ensuring all-day comfort and protection when it matters most. The time by Curves is 7:44 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, our featured act this morning on Cool 97 FM, 14-year-old student of Immaculate Conception High School, Tamoya Gordon.
Okay, good morning, and the first poem that I'll be reading is titled Naked. Clothing removed, bare skin revealed, an unwrapped canvas not made to appeal. More than a glance, time taken to admire, here you are naked but clothed with desire. Naked you were created, and here, naked you lie. But not just physically were your clothes taken, for now you are letting free what you once wanted to hide. Every secret you tried fading, every insecurity you kept to yourself. You were scared that I'd be one to judge, but now you trust instead. I'm the one you trust, in spite of vulnerability, every fear now overcome. Insecurities have left, ceasing to exist. Every fear now overcome by love. Naked by Tamoya Gordon. And the second poem is pretty short. It's titled Faith. Reaching for something you know you can't have, but reaching for it anyway. Hanging on to the little bit of hope that maybe you can have it one day. You know it's not impossible, it's just a bit far-fetched. But that slim chance still gives you enough drive, and so you continue to stretch. You fear falling on your face, but it's not long before you reach a state where you no longer care about what others think. And so you take a leap of faith. This is Love. Faith by Tamoya Gordon.
Thank you, Tamoya. Yes.
Yes.
No, it's quite good. Quite good. So congratulations, young lady. You are well on your way. Okay, so we're going to thank Tommy Ricketts and Tamoya Roden, for being our guests this morning on Cool 97 FM. It's Tamoya Roden, right?
Tamoya Roden.
Right. On Cool 97 FM. And once again, it is our absolute pleasure, and feel free the remastered, re-released album, Bunny Wailer's iconic work, Rock and Groove, originally released in 1981, and it's making a comeback, and it's spearheaded by his son, Nakia Wailer, and we're going to get a good taste of that this morning. We'll also be welcoming Skygrass, a musician, singer-songwriter, and a visual artist. He brings an edgy, insightful sound. His latest project, Lightning, comes to us in 2025, and we're going to be hearing about the progress of that initiative. The music Manifestors are with us, and they're a genre-blending group of 20 and counting, manifesting heavenly sounds with their latest project, which is a collaborative one, and they're blending artistry with advocacy and dubbed Wake Up Jamaica. Okay, so we heard this morning, we got a short snippet from Kenroy Shortman Mullings. No doubt we'll be hearing much more. The reggae queen Marcia Griffith spoke with us, and we also had Tim Oyer teaming up with our guest who is head of the Poetry Society of Jamaica, President Tommy Ricketts. So Tim Oyer Roden, thank you again. So now we're going to welcome to Cool 97 FM before we go to our commercial break and we take the Cool Flight Pack. We say good morning to Skygrass. Welcome to Cool.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. So talk to us about the single Lightning. What made this necessary, this particular work necessary, and fit it into the context of what's happening now in the world?
Okay. Pardon? Well, yeah, Lightning, so...
Yeah, Mikey's just asked me to shut the door.
Shut the door, okay. Should I wait on you to return?
Go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning to you and good morning to everybody listening, you know. Yeah, Lightning is a song, I actually wrote it mid-flight, and all the ideas just came to me. I guess the whole sky placing, right, the inspiration, the energy of the sky and the movement basically affecting the planet, which it became like a kind of symbolic metaphor for how people are and how the energy that we have can be shared in a positive way or a destructive way, but it's a powerful way.
Okay. Now, I'm sure you've shared the work with friends and family. What's the feedback been like?
Oh, the feedback is awesome. It's a very wide variety of people that love the song. You know.
So you have this upcoming album. How many tracks?
Yes,
how many tracks you're going to have on it?
I'm looking at maybe 14.
14. Whoa,
Yeah.
that's nice. So you get your money's worth.
We haven't done the final selection yet, but there's
You need
far
help?
more ready. Always. We have about probably 20 or so lineup ready.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Okay, that must be difficult to put down 6 and say, okay, next
well, I mean,
album. Okay.
Boy, nothing waste, you know.
No.
Yeah, in the creation of anything, the ultimate thing you're creating is yourself. So it's always a victory. Just make more.
But in all seriousness, you choose 14 of the 20 tunes, and you have these 6. What do you do after that? You sit and wait to put them all together on an album. You just add
What,
some
the
more
other
to it,
6?
or do you? Yes, the other 6, or do you release those as singles thereafter?
Wow, the elements involved are so varied. There's timing in terms of how you feel the energy of the people is moving, what might be needed at the time.
Okay.
That's in terms of releasing. Where you are, what your predominant thoughts are at the time. Because, you know, in any given day, you could have a million thoughts, and at the same time, that could easily be a million songs. So even in the writing of one song, during those moments in between and also the producing of that song, ideas are always flowing constantly. Like, if you can find that place, you can always tap into infinite amount of ideas. And that's really what you choose to bring forward in a time, to share with people, to drive yourself, to be the meditation that you want to be carrying you forward, you know, and carrying everybody with you in a certain direction, whatever that may be.
Okay.
Hopefully a good one.
All right. So what's the central message and the vibe coming from this particular work? And you're a visual artist, as we've been told, and we see that playing out in a project, in your various projects over the years.
Okay.
Now, what skills do you take from your work as a visual artist when it comes to penning a song?
skills do I take from my work as a visual
Visual
artist?
artist.
Well, I think a lot of times we make the mistake of segmenting or fragmenting ourselves where anything you learn and develop yourself in
You put that
is
in a box.
adding to you, right? So when we think, okay, I'm just this, oh, I'm a plumber, but then I'm also an electrician. But either way, your knowledge and ability in any given field, once you're applying yourself and becoming better, is just making you a greater human being to execute whatever you're doing to the highest.
Okay. And now, what's the most important thing for you when going on a stage, creating music or painting, and what are you hoping to do with this work?
In those various different places.
Yes.
The most important thing is, like the song says, shine your light from within, don't let the darkness win. So you're bringing forward everything that you have and you are in your best in whatever moment you happen to be inhabiting, expressing, or sharing.
Okay. Now,
Top performance, in other words.
okay. For individuals who want to access the song Lightning / the album, where can they access it?
Wherever you listen to
Streaming-
music,
streaming
typically,
platforms?
yeah, all the streaming platforms, the Spotify, the Apple Music, the YouTube. The video dropped just a few days ago, and it shot up to like 80,000 in no time.
Wow.
It was a very. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh gosh. Now man, you have to do your homework, man. You have to watch that before you bring me on it.
Okay.
It's not a normal video, I can tell you.
Mikey, you seen it? No.
Oh
Okay.
gosh,
Well, we're gonna watch it before the morning is out.
Once I clip it, but don't put the whole thing.
The video itself also rolled out in a kind of very inspired way. You know, we're like, okay, we're gonna shoot something. What's it gonna be? The very afternoon, I decided that the very first scene we shot was actually the scenes with all the flames. Yeah, so we did a martial arts flames thing. I never done that in my life. We just put that together, and it was epic and
So-
dangerous at the same time.
You live to tell the story.
Oh yeah, and then we shot scenes in Edna Manley in the studio that actually burned down at the school. Yeah, the just before the final year, I think the painting studio actually burned down, so it was a loss for a lot of the students that were putting their heart into their work, right? So I actually painted a live mural during the video. It's kind of like a rebirth and just bringing good energy to a space that was kind of like a thing of defeat, right? But then even in that space, there was so much beauty in the scenes. It's such an unusual, if you see, like
Yes,
the fans were melted off the ceiling and had these strange shapes.
It's a good thing we didn't see because you would have explained it the way you have.
Oh no, man, trust me.
And
And we shot scenes with the dancers in dance school, young dancing talent that really applying themselves and just doing some amazing things. I mean, if you see their frames and the body and the way that they express themselves, you know, everybody's shining their light in their own particular way. Some other painting students doing their things live. Yeah, man.
No, we're definitely going to go look for it.
Oh, please do.
We're joined this morning by Skygrass. Well,
Yes,
right
yes.
now, we're going to go to our cool flight pack. And when we return, Skygrass will be performing for us on Cool 97 FM. Good morning to all your
My pleasure.
fans who are out there viewing what's happening here on Cool 97 FM. And in a short while, we'll be telling you what's happening at our international airports.
FM, big up. The matter step on my lyrics and let a flow sicker than leper. The devil and seven when lyrics are detonate every cadaver, then the mechanics that are repping forever. Rise up and ready every morning, watch this. Feel a vibe, high up now I'm feeling powerful and ready figure all in pandemics. Rise up and ready every morning, watch this. Feel a vibe, high up now I'm feeling powerful and ready figure all in pandemics. Lion that never wear no color, never fear nobody. Can we crossing over countries like a baller with bravado. Power of the Trinity devour every matter. Shadow night I run away from rising sun like it's a coward. Over hills and valley we are rally to be only hour that the day begin. Come for when we have the power. Strong belief in ourselves, the Father give with certainty. Everything with DNA, no need to test paternity. Rise up and ready every morning. Watch this, feel a vibe, high up every powerful and ready figure all in pandemic. Rise up and ready every morning, watch this, feel a vibe, high up now I'm feeling powerful and ready figure all in pandemic. Listen to me. The thoughts of a man put a scepter in his hand. Crown a king creating galaxies as plenty as the sun. And up from the soul floating outward to unfold. All creation as it coming from the one we know. Soaring by, we're soaring by. In the sweet aromas we're floating by. Roaring by, we're soaring by. What a joy to be alive. Rise up and ready every morning, watch this. Feel a vibe, high up now I'm feeling powerful and ready figure all in pandemic. Sky high. Rise up and ready every morning, watch this. Feel a vibe, high up now I'm feeling powerful and ready figure all in pandemic. Okay. Overstand the beauty of this life, the blessing bestowed upon I. Overstand the beauty of this life, the blessing we hold. Overstand the beauty of this life, the blessing bestowed upon I. Overstand the beauty of this life, the blessing we hold. The flower it blooms and the earth it gives so much. One chance for you to learn to live as such. Yeah. Wishing you a blessed day. Much protection and guidance. Ooh, yeah. Shine the light. You are the lightning, your energy exploding from heaven to earth, you're unfolding. You are the lightning, your energy exploding. Share it with the world cause we're waiting. Shine your light from within. Don't let the darkness win. You got the fire and light that the whole world needs. You are the lightning, your energy exploding from heaven to earth, you're unfolding. You are the lightning, your energy exploding. Share it with the world cause we're waiting. The world is a stadium, you're the main player. Step up to the plate and become the dragon slayer. Illuminate your breakaway like an X-ray. Through the gateway of the galaxy like you named Galileo. Hibernating is the situation of the many paper chasing. Empty promises when life within is what's amazing. The shadows are waiting to flee from the light you release. Blaze them, you are the lightning. Your energy exploding from heaven to earth, you're unfolding. You are the lightning, your energy exploding. Share it with the world cause we're waiting. Shine your light from within. Don't let the darkness win. You got the fire and light that the whole world needs. Shine your light guns, illuminating nations. Elevate the patrons, evacuate the fake ones. We're not the greatest Satan, we're staying up like aprons. Meditate and levitate to levels of the aliens. Man is in his infancy like toddlers with the crayons. Rather talk to dead ones, fortune tellers with the sayings. Ramping with this lifetime as a zombie, well then playing. Tap dancing round reality. Your energy exploding. Share it with the world cause we're waiting. Yeah. Check out the video Lightning on YouTube right now. Skygrass on your radio waves. Yeah. You better watch them with your optic, cause them heart is microscopic and them dark is psychologic. When them roll up like the chronic, them love for watch you panic, bust it hotter than the tropics. With a rifle so gigantic, Africa jit pan a cottage. And them flash it with a ratchet, automatic and psychotic. Like a catty where you stalk me or a madman in the jacket. So them lock it like the traffic and them GPS a map it. Skygrass have the almighty so we lock it. Cool FM, big up yourself.
To make everything cleaner. The time brought to you by Oxymaster, the Stain Blaster. It is 14 minutes after 8 o'clock on Cool 97 FM. And what are we going to do right now? Well, we need to welcome you to Live Tuesday. Live Tuesday from 7 until 9 a.m. here on Cool 97 FM. So you just heard from Skygrass. Coming up in a short while, we'll have Kenroy Shortman Mullings, and he's going to be performing for you. Remember last week we got to hear a little about an upcoming release of an album. Well, the album has been released, and we're going to be speaking with him to find out how the social media is wrapping up for him, and we also find out how mainstream media has helped to push the album. So this gentleman has been with several of our top acts as he's provided musical support. One of the greatest guitarists that Jamaica has right now. So Kenroy Mullings is back with us. He shared stage with countless great acts, including Grammy-winning Buju Banton, Jimmy Cliff. I saw him in performance with Ernie Ranglin. Yes, I saw him for that. Beanie Man, Morgan Heritage, Desi Jones School Band. And this morning, he has his own brand new album. So he steps from back of stage to front of stage with the album Brighter Days. Welcome once again. So the album's out now, eh?
Yes, welcome.
And thank you ever so much for acquiescing to our request to speak with you yet again. It was a request we made, and you said, yeah, you would be back.
Yes, man. Give thanks for having me.
You're a part of the alumni of Live Tuesday. The countless times you've been here, whether to back other acts or no, to promote your own album. And thank you for the Marcia Griffiths tune earlier. So tell us, what does it feel like to have your own project?
Well, it's a great feeling, you know.
Watch your friends coming in now. Now everybody want to record this moment. So.
Brenton, this is Brenton, my co-producer, you know, for the album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I want to big up my musicians first before we even start. Because these guys drove out 5:30 this morning from Spanish Town to beat the traffic.
Ah, nice.
To come and give them my support.
All right, so
you know?
name them.
Brenton Horton on keyboard. Co-producer Richie Raymar on bass. And Bobby Collins on drum.
Nice. Okay, welcome, guys. So, well, how does it feel to have your own project now?
First of all, let me tell you about the album. The album is called Brighter Days. I got this inspiration to do the album in COVID-19.
Oh gosh, when everybody... Yes, everybody got creative, yes.
Yeah, as you know, it was a very sad time for most musicians and for people who were affected by the disaster.
Yeah, that was how they pretty much made their living.
Yes. So I decided to call the album Brighter Days, meaning hope for the future. I even have a song on the album called 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, man, so just check out the album, man.
How many tracks on the album?
12 tracks now.
12?
Yes.
And did you have any collaborations on this album?
Yes, man. One of my favorite guitarists is on the album.
You're joking.
Monty. Yes, man.
Monty Savory's on the album?
Yes, man.
Whoa. No, this is big stuff.
And you have Verlander Small,
Uh-huh.
rising star winner, big saxophone player.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I want to big up my engineer too, Andrew Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah, man, and big up Daddy same way. Pastor Mullins.
Nice. So, the album, where is it available? I see the promotion on social media.
Yeah, man, follow me on Instagram at Kenroy Mullins for future updates. Like, we're planning our album launch. Yes. You can get the album on all digital platforms.
Okay. Now, how has mainstream media treated you thus far with this album, now that it's out? The coverage that they've given you. Social media is doing its thing.
I'm getting good vibration. Yeah, man. Even I interviewed this Thursday at TVG.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
We're going to tune in.
Tune in, man.
So, what else are you up to on the production side? Have you ever produced anyone else's work?
Yes, man. I have my cousin EP out called Give Him Thanks, a Gospel Roots EP. And I have some stuff coming up with Adina Mary, the sister for Buju Banton. Great things coming.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for joining us this morning on Cool 97. So I gather you're going to go on the outside and you're going to play, I take it, some tracks from the album. You want to just tell us the titles from now?
Living for the Love of You, Brighter Days, most definitely. That's Brenton Harton song, this keyboard player right here.
Okay.
Island Rain by Gramps, Andrew Thomas. Yeah, man, and a few songs.
Okay, all right. So let the musicians speak to us now on Cool 97. Thanks again. That's Kenroy
You're
Mullins.
welcome. Thanks for having me.
A pleasure. All right, so yeah, you can imagine that? Kenroy, Andy, and Monty on a track. Heck, that's definitely a project for you to check out. So right now we're going to just say thank you to all of you, Cool 97 FM's listeners, for tuning in this morning. We also have to thank FX Trader, changing the face of foreign exchange, for being a sponsor of this segment. And we also want to tell you that coming up, Ashanti Oasis Vegetarian Catering will be sponsoring our final half an hour inside of Live Tuesday. So tune in via KOOL97fm.com and click on the Live Tuesday tile. That way you will see every single thing that's happening in terms of the performances and the interviews right here on Cool 97 FM. So following the presentation by Kenroy, we're going to be speaking with Bunny Wailer's son, that's Naki Wailer, about the Rock and Groove album, the remastered version of it. All right, so here we go to our stage.
This is the GeoJ Minute for Tuesday, October 29. The government is holding talks with the World Bank regarding the development of another disaster risk financing instrument for Jamaica to aid in mitigating the
Antagonize and no fuss, no fight. You know, so that is that love. You know, so rock and groove is about the togetherness and the love and the fun as well, and the dancing and the joy that we need to put in our own lives. We can't wait for people to bring joy. We have to bring joy within. So, you know, that this album is very keen to, I feel like, you know, the time that we're in now. I feel like sometimes we as a people have to remind ourselves that we have joy from within. We create joy, as reggae music was created from Jamaica.
Naki,
you know, we brought that.
Naki Wailer is our guest this
Mikey Tiascan is it. And yeah, we're just continuing to keep the work going because, you know, we can't, as the next generation, sit and expect that his work is just going to, because of course it does what it does with the message and the music and the power behind that, but we as the legs, we have to keep it moving, keep it relevant, you know, keep it in people's ears and their face, because like my father took his music off of the market for several reasons, and now we are putting it back on the market for his fans, for
a new generation of fans to enjoy. Bless you, Naki, and thanks for joining us on Cool 97 FM. We'll be listening and we'll be playing the work. And one of these days, who knows, we might feature both albums so the difference can be heard by our cool listeners. But thank you, and all the very best to you and family, all right?
Lovely, Diane. Give thanks. Yeah.
Okay, take care. All right, so there you go. Naki Wailer here on Cool 97 FM as we hear about the remastered and re-released Rock and Groove album. Now, this is a seminal work. You have to have it in your collection. All right. So what we're going to do now?
Just touch a couple of them and then we can have.
Oh, we also have a time signal that will be coming up shortly. So what's the plan now, Mikey?
Couple of songs.
Couple songs.
Time signal, and then we go to one.
Oh, okay. So we're going to play a couple songs from the Rock and Groove?
Yeah.
Heck. All right, here we go.
Spread out, this your sound is foreign to me.
Tactic world-famous brands of tools distributed by Atlantic Hardware and Plumbing are available at all leading hardware stores island-wide. Call 876-758-5583. The time by Atlantic Hardware and Plumbing is 8:45 a.m. Here on Cool 97, the sound of Bunny Wailer. The sound of none other than the master of music, Bunny Wailer. Remember, the Rock and Groove album has been remastered and re-released. Get your copy on all the music platforms. No doubt it's going to be a gem, just as the original work was. Keep listening to Cool 97. Mikey T will feature this album at a later date. Thank you again, Nakia. So coming up now, we have Gregory St. Pierre of the music Manifestors, and we welcome you to Cool 97 FM's Live Tuesday. All right, so tell us, Gregory, who constitutes the music Manifestors, and how would you describe the music that you all make?
Thank you so much for having us, Diane.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
You know, good morning to Jamaica. The music Manifestors, we refer to ourselves as a constellation of heavenly bodies manifesting heavenly music. And these are youngsters who are my, my own daughter who is here. My firstborn is here. She's 19. My secondborn, I'm Izia, who is 17, and their friends. So it's family. It's coming out of family, and then families and families of youngsters who are uber talented.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give us an idea, okay, of this project, Wake Up Jamaica. What is it all about, and how did you become involved with it, and what is your input?
Well, Sarah there, Zuri Aiko, she is actually a student at the Alpha Institute of Music, actually the first female in their over 300 year music program.
Wow.
And so she's a trailblazer, and she was invited to perform at the Bob Marley birthday celebration. The Marleys heard her voice, and that opened the door for Stephanie Marley to mention and share the vision she had, a whole movement called Wake Up Jamaica, which is a whole movement for us to realize that we are the heroes of the future. So yes, we look to the past to stand on the shoulders of giants, but then how do we move this country forward? How do we actualize advancing the welfare of the whole human race? How do we actualize our fellowship and moving together as great people?
So how do you contribute to that project?
Beautiful. I'm a musician myself, and so what has happened is that at my home, I've been blessed to facilitate within my home studio these youngsters coming over on a Friday evening, a Saturday evening, and for the past year they've been writing songs, collaborating, and pushing the limit to find the future of sound. So I call them the guardians of the frequency of the next, you know. Yes, so that's how this whole thing comes about.
Sounds like a Marvel movie. Okay, yeah.
Yes, it is a movie in real life. I sit down in my house and I'm saying, how am I so blessed? So right now we actually had an event called Bap Bap, Bring a Pot, Bring a Plate at Jamnesia on Saturday gone. It was our first event because once these guys came together and they were just, the synergy just was amazing. They're saying we have to put on something, so we made our first step. And so the whole idea is that these sounds, we want to heal the world with it. We want to advance the welfare of the whole human race.
So what are you going to be performing for us this morning on Cool 97?
Great. We hope for it not to be performance, but actually reality, you know. We want to make it as real as possible because we're going to actually examine the whole thing of grief. All of us go through pain, all of us go through struggle, and we love the power of mindset. So if it is that we go through grief, anger, pain, and hardship, is there a mindset? Can we set our minds to overcome and to thrive in spite of? And we call this a jewel mindset. And the jewel mindset is through fire, pain, or pressure. Yeah. In the case of gold and silver, fire is necessary. In the case of the oyster, the pain is necessary to create that pearl, right? In the case of pressure, no diamonds.
Yeah.
So if we think of ourselves as jewels, when we're going through that fire, going through that pain, going through that pressure and being refined, it changes the whole dynamic of whatever we're going through.
And the whole outcome.
So what
All
we're going to be sharing today is esperanza, which is a Spanish word for hope.
Okay.
Right? We're going to tie it into Hope Road. And we're going to take a little musical journey because it's out of many one people, but it's out of many one sound too.
Okay, let's see. You're going to be invited right now
Thank you
to
so much.
go on the outside, and we're going to be hearing from you as we take you up to our cool flight pack, Music Manifestors. And we just spoke with Gregory St. Pierre, and he spoke on behalf of his family and the family friends, and they're going to be sharing with us now their musical talent. So wake up Jamaica, listen out for that project, and listen out for Music Manifestors going forward. All right, so welcome to Cool 97. Let's hear it.
So we start. There's a part. But there's a problem. And there's a conundrum. A conundrum. Grief, can it be good? Grief and pain and so much trouble in the world. Can it be good? Can it be good? Grief, can it be good? Can it be good? Can it be good?
Esperanza, pure hope, esperanza, sweet hope, esperanza. Esta en mi vista, esperanza, pure hope, esperanza, sweet hope, esperanza. Esta en mi vista. Jamaica. My sweet Jamaica. Morning time. No matter what you're going through, never forget that the jewel is you.
With the sound of the music Manifestors. This morning we spoke with Marcia Griffiths, Tommy Ricketts and Tim Moyer Roden of the Poetry Society of Jamaica, Skygrass, Naki Wailer, about the re-release of his father's album Rockin'
September 24, tune in for Live Tuesday on Cool 97 FM, featuring the Highlight Band. Then it's a celebration of
This is the nation's coolest. Cool 97.